Hello and welcome back to Redirecting. Now, I have a very inspirational story that I'm going to be sharing with you all about a young teenage girl who lost both of her parents. Okay, first her mother died, then her father died. Okay, she's only 17 years old and she had five siblings. Now, if I remember, I will leave the link to the video in the description area. I can't actually put it within my video because it some videos they flag, okay, some they don't. But in this case, I don't think I will be able to, so I'm going to leave the link in the description area. But this young woman, 17 years old, lost both of her parents. Her father died after her mother, but she had a decision to make, and she made an excellent decision. And she was very wise in her decision making process. Okay. What happened was she decided, she says, I'm going to have to take care of my siblings. I don't want to see them separated. I love them. It all boiled down to her loving them. She's only 17, y'all. She said, I love my siblings and I don't want us all broken up. She said this, she knew that if she got in touch with the system and told the system what had happened, that they were all going to be separated. She knew that. So this young girl did what she had to do to take care of her and her siblings. Now, initially she had to drop out of school, didn't finish high school right away in order to get a job so that she can support them. Okay. All of her siblings, five siblings. So it was a total of six of them. So after she was able to get a foothold on life, again, she didn't want to go to the system because she already knew what they would do. She took it upon herself to handle her business to keep her siblings together. Then she went back to school. She said, if I'm going to be an example for them, I need to be that example. I'm going to finish school. So she went back to school, got her diploma. From there, she decided to go to college, and when she's in college now, people started to hear about her story of how she was a young woman who took it upon herself to step into adulthood and say, I'm going to raise my brothers and sisters. I'm going to take care of them. My mother and father are gone, so it falls on me to take care of my siblings. I applaud this young woman. I applaud her for doing this because as I watched this story, it was so incredibly beautiful to me that she knew how to step into that position as a mother and a father. As a matter of fact, one of her siblings, there's only one boy. As a matter of fact, he is the one who said that. He said she became our mother and our father. And I thought that was so beautiful. I thought it was so beautiful how even her siblings were so thankful and grateful and understood. They understood the sacrifice that this young woman made. This was a sacrifice. And as they talked about it, as the story was talked about, you can very clearly see the love and the unity and the compassion that this family had for each other. In the loss of both of their parents, they came together. And this young girl, she did all that she knew how to do to take care of her siblings. Now, the thing that I liked about this, because others had gotten wind of her bravery and her love for her family, for her siblings, other people decided to step in and do what they could. So she ended up getting a car. They paid for the rest of her education. She got a scholarship. I mean, just a number of different things happened to make things easier for this family, for this young woman and her siblings. And because of her sacrifice and wanting to be a good role model, these young people are probably going to grow up to be better than a lot of people, because they have a living example of someone who sacrificed their own life to take care of them. Now, in all of this that I've said, family, We've heard stories like this over the years that have touched our hearts. In this case, it's a young white girl and her siblings. We've heard stories like this where black people have done similar things, and others. There was a story I shared years ago where there were these little poor Asian children, where one of the little girls, she was standing off to the side. She was hungry, and this young man was making this food for everybody. And she came there, she was standing there watching them. And these little bitty kids who looked like they were no more than 6 or 7 years old, they all saw her standing there looking hungry, just off in the distance watching them. So what the young man did, he decided to take a little bit from each of their bowls, put a bowl in front of her, invited her to sit down first of all, put a bowl in front of her, and gave her a little bit from each of their plates. So she was able to sit and eat too. And what I think we can learn from this young woman is in a situation that a lot of grown-ups or adults find themselves in and are not able to pull themselves up, or not able to get a foothold or do anything, or they simply make excuses. There are a lot of people who would make excuses in her shoes. But she said, I can't make excuses. I can't even go to the system, because if I go to them and I explain to them that my parents are dead and that I have 5 siblings to take care of, they're going to take them. They're going to put them in the system. And so she put on her thinking cap. She did what she had to do, and she made this thing work. As a matter of fact, because she did this, others decided to help as well. So for those of you who like to cling to excuses while other people are making progress and you're making excuses, consider this story and the countless others where, despite the situation, the difficulty and the problems and the issues that some people are in, they work their way through it. They see their way through it because they do what they have to do. I commend this young woman for what she did for her siblings. I think this is so beautiful. I love seeing this kind of stuff, and it's just very heartwarming. And I wanted to share this as an encouragement. So if you are one of those who get easily discouraged and you make all of these reasons and excuses why you can't do ABC, just think about this young 17-year-old who lost both of her parents in a very short amount of time. 17 years old, 5 siblings. She made it happen. So can you. Okay? With that, I will say shalom. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.